come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trae Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young.
Shit ice cold, Trae Young. Come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trae Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young.
Shit ice cold, Trae Young.
Yo, hold up. I think I forgot to switch my mic. Boom, there we go. What's good, gang? It's your boy Demond here. We Talk Hawks TV, We Talk Hawks Dell. I just want to come chop it up with y'all real quick, man. Real quick. Not gonna take up too much of your time, man. Not gonna take up too much of your time. Shout out to the Homeboy Sports and Society in the building. Salute to the gang. Man, listen, bro. Today, man, I think today was crazy. Today, man, I had a blast on Twitter. You know, going back and forth, people talking Hawks basketball. And you know what's so funny, man? Let me tell you what's hilarious. Salute to the Birdcage in the building. Let me tell you what's crazy, man. Let me tell you what's crazy. So, you know, reading Hawks Twitter, and what I realized today, well, I didn't just realize it today, I kind of already knew. It's hard for fans, right, to really look at this team. Let me say it like this. Let me run it back. It's hard for our younger fans to really sit back and look at this team honestly without any bias, right? And really say what for this team to take a step, what moves need to be made, what roles players need to be playing. A lot of our fans, what I realize is that a lot of them are more, I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of them are more just player fans, right? They're fans of players. They want said player to be successful, regardless if they're an issue or not, right? And then what I learned is that when you take a different player and put him in there, and it's a player that they don't like, but a player who can pretty much do things better, they can do like out of 10 things, they can do 9 things better. They will ride that one negative of that player. And you know what's so crazy? I saw that today with John Collins, man. And it's hilarious, like how stuff like that goes. I don't know why my camera tripping, man. It's my fault. I should have wiped it off. My bad, gang. Give me a hot second. There we go. And I learned that with John Collins. I learned that with other players also. And yeah, Pharaoh, that's what one of the dudes told Brad Rowland, man. They called him Trey Bay. That was, when I read it, it was hilarious, man. Like, and that's why I try to tell fans, man. That's why I tell people, like, I'm not a player fan. I like the players that's on our team. I support the players that wear this jersey. You know, today we rocking Trey today. We're rocking Trey. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the Atlanta Hawks, man. And me, myself, unlike a lot of fans, I can sit back and look at the team and see where adjustments need to be made. And at the end of the day, like I tell people, I will trade anybody. You hear me? If it's going to make the Atlanta Hawks better, I will trade anybody. It don't matter to me if it's going to make us better, right? Some fans not like that. They like certain players. And I kind of can understand it, especially the newer fans, because they like to say, we haven't had a star player in a while, or something to that effect. So I can understand their concern of having a star player. I can understand that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it comes down to wins and losses. That's what it comes down to. Excuse me. And at the end of the day, I want to win. I don't care. Like I said, I'll say it again. I don't care who's on the team. I don't care who's the star player. I don't care who's the role players. As long as the result is a win in regular season, as long as the result is a win in the playoff, that's all I care about at the end of the day. Okay? That's all I really care about. I don't care if a player make an all-star team. I don't listen, because I want people to know. I'm one of those cats. I want people to know where I stand. I don't really care as a fan. This is just me. This is just my opinion. As a fan of the Atlanta, I don't care about single player achievements. Okay? I don't care about that stuff no more. As a younger fan, I used to care about it. How come my guy's not an all-star? How come my guy's not this? Now I don't care. Because it gets to a point as a fan when you realize, unless you're a Laker fan, a Celtics fan, Heat fan, something to that effect, if you're a Hawk fan, one day it's going to come a point where you're like, I don't care what these dudes is winning. They're not winning games. They're not winning games. One day it's going to hit you to where you're not going to care if said players are all-star. You're not going to care if a player wins most improved. I don't care. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't care if Jalen Johnson wins most improved player. I don't care. That's good for him and his career. That's awesome for him, right? But as a fan, I don't care, bro. Only thing I care about is we winning games. That's all I care about, winning. And I'm at the point as a fan, I don't care who on the team. I expect them to go out there and win the game. And I don't care who we playing. I expect them to go out there, compete, and win the game. Okay? By any means necessary. I take ugly wins. I take pretty wins. I take struggle wins. I don't care. I want to win because when you're winning, it's a whole man. That shit like night and day when you winning, bro. It's night and day. You know what it's like? It's like if you're overweight and you lose 100 pounds. It's night and day. Your whole attitude change. It's like if you weigh 100 pounds, but you gain 60 pounds of muscle night and day. Your whole attitude changes. You feel me? Let me shout out everybody in the chat, man. My bad, gang. Who in the chat tonight, man? Put some in the chat. Let me get you a shout out. Y'all know I like to shout out the supporters of the channel. You know, I appreciate all the support from the homies. Shout out to Homeboy Sports and Society as usual. Birdcage, Fabro as usual. My homeboy Carl in the building. Ryan K in the building. My homeboy Xavier, salute to catch up. But that's just where I stand at, man. I'm gonna drop the link. I only plan on being up here. Excuse me. I only plan on being here for an hour, guys. And then I'm going to the garage. Okay. The garage is 100% restocked. So yeah, I know what that means. But I'm gonna drop the link just in case anybody want to come up here and chop it up real quick, you know. I was looking at some numbers today, right? I was looking at some numbers, and I'm only saying this, right? I'm only saying this, man, because you know everybody hyped up Quinn Snyder. When Quinn get here, all this stuff gonna change. When Quinn get here, all our problems gonna be fixed. The players gonna do A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. The Quinn's gonna fix everything. He needs time, blah, blah, blah. So after 12 games, I go and look at our numbers, right? Just the team numbers. I go look at the team numbers, right? And yeah, salute to the Garage Gang, man. We're gonna have to hashtag that. Hashtag Garage Game in the building. Garage Gang in the building. Hashtag that. Shout out to homeboy Josh in the building. What's good, my guy? Salute. We got the homeboy Foot up in here. What's good? What's good, my guy?
What's happening, man?
You need to be paying attention. I hope you already pulled up to the house.
Oh man, you know I got it. I got you on the car. I ain't looking at it. You know
Okay. All right. But yeah, I saw shout out to homeboy Al in the building. What's good? We ain't seen Al on the panel in a minute. Where you been at, Al? But yeah, like I was saying though, man.
Hey, to piggyback off what you were saying though, bro.
Go ahead.
I'll miss what our boy today because they posted something about stats between Pascal and JJ. Oh, he leading everything. He leading the percentage, but he ain't leading nothing else. I was like, what all that stuff? You know, they everybody call me a hater. I love it. But I said, but we ain't winning though. We still mid. We don't know as fans. We don't even know we don't even believe in winning. We resort to little small things like that, individual achievement, man.
I mean, bro, that's why I tell cats, man. That's why I tell cats. I'm gonna keep it I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I care about I'm at the point, wins and losses, my guy.
That's it.
Wins and losses. I don't care if a player's all-star, all NBA. I don't care.
Ain't nobody care about that.
I don't care, man. Now the younger fans, they might like that stuff. They go to school and whoop whoop whoop, but we ain't got no championship, bro. We ain't got no finals appearances. Shout out my guy Ryan in the building. What's good, G?
What's going on? I see you got good taste in hats, homie, because you already see what I'm rocking with right here. I got I saw that.
I got tons of Hawks hats, baby. I got so many Hawks hats, man.
Yes,
really, that's all I really wear. I just wear Atlanta Hawks shit all day, unless I'm going somewhere. I'm going to the office.
Well, you know, I just got done cutting the promo for tomorrow's show and whatnot. We doing a special episode because of Thanksgiving. But getting to these Hawks, man, the problem is this, man. I've been a fan since 1991. You've been a fan a lot longer than me, and so is Foot. The problem with the Hawks is this. I don't fall in love with players. It's the same thing I preach on the Birdcage with the Falcons. I love this logo, just like I love that Hawks logo. And players come and go, period. It's a business. As an organization, we've underachieved for so long. Been underachieving. I tell everybody, I was out at sea the year that we had one of the best teams in the league go to the Eastern Conference Finals and get swept by LeBron and the Cavs that year. You
Mhm.
know, with Kyle Korver being an assassin that he was all year, he got cold. You know what I'm saying? Jeff
Yeah.
Teague, he shriveled up like a prune.
Actually,
So,
actually, actually, Corver got hurt. They injured Corver.
well,
Dellavedova injured Corver,
no, that's right. Dellavedova did injure Korver,
and then
but
he tried to take out Al Horford in Game
yep,
4, and Horford got ejected.
he definitely did. I look at it like this, bro. It's a lot of unfortunate situations we've had to where we watched this team fall. You know,
Yeah,
we can go hell. You know, if you want to go back to it, though, they went in Atlanta, but you know they win a championship in St. Louis. The next year, them damn Celtics wipe them out with Bill Russell and company. You move it
Mhm.
forward to Atlanta, Dominique has a chance, and Cliff Livingston and those guys, Tree Rollins and those boys have a chance to put that Boston team away, and we
Man,
didn't.
don't talk about
And
that.
what did Bird say? They had their chance to put us away. It's over with.
Mhm.
And
hmm
the issue we've had in Atlanta sports, it ain't just the Hawks. It's Atlanta sports. It's a culture thing. At least the Atlanta United know how to. We've never been able to capitalize on the momentum when we've had great teams. Prime example was the Braves this year.
Oh man.
Prime
Yeah.
example, because we've had some great teams to come through the city of Atlanta, and it's just like in the playoffs, it's like, dog, you forget what you did to get you to this point. And management don't help out because we always have people that want to buy players, and that's in every sport. You know, Braves are spending money now, but I'm just saying, like in every sport, you 30 cents short away from 25 cents for getting these players that are role players. You don't want to spend no money on a big name. You know, we were fortunate to have a big name like a DeJounte Murray who chose to come to Atlanta. Chose to come to Atlanta, you know, and I respect him for that. You know, I really, you know, it's a rough thing when you have guys that don't want to come to this city because of losing culture.
Well,
Period.
this the thing, man. This the thing, right? Now, speaking of the losing culture, I'll tell you this: as with the Hawks, man, like
Hmm.
we need and see, this is the thing. See, I'm not from Atlanta, right? But in my household, my son, he's a Hawks fan. Like he has no choice, right? We don't have we don't you don't really have um how can I say this? I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold my tongue on that. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. When the Hawks win games and we start drinking the Kool-Aid, Atlanta shows up to the stadium, right? They show up. But it's times where when the Lakers come, Warriors come, Knicks come, to where that the fan base is really, they don't really believe in the team. You know how I know they don't really believe in the team? It's because they'd rather sell their tickets to those fans and let those fans come to the game. And it makes it look like, because obviously, you know, if you're watching the game on TV, you can't see
Mhm.
all the crowd. So when the other team scores, it makes it look like it's Atlanta fans because you in State Farm that's cheering for the other team, right? So it's just a bad look on that end. Now, as far as the actual organization, starting when Tony Russell took over this team, right?
Mhm.
This has been the main issue. And I was speaking to I said this the other day. Matter of fact, yeah, it was Sunday or Saturday. Whenever I was last time I was live, I said this when we were watching College Park play. I
Yeah.
said anytime the ownership gets in basketball business, it never goes good. It's a reason why. Now, the owner may be a billionaire because he's successful in business. Okay. When it comes to sports business, they're not experts in sports. That's why they hire team presidents, general managers. But when you do that, and then you as the owner overstep, well, I can't say the owner overstep his boundaries, but when you get into when you start making basketball decisions that's not presented to you, meaning obviously certain things you're gonna take it to the owner. But when the owner start encouraging or suggesting stuff to the GM, to the president, it never works. Okay, football analogy. Everybody know the Cowboys. They was going fine till who? Jerry Jones said, "You know what? I want the credit that Jimmy Johnson getting." And now you see they haven't been back to the Super Bowl since. So, and I had a discussion on Twitter, and still some of our young fans still don't know. They still think Travis Slink gave John Collins that contract. And I had to tell them, no, that was the ownership wanted to give John that contract. So you can't be mad. You need to be mad at the ownership for that. But also, you gotta get one chief. You can't have two chiefs, three chiefs, or what's the saying? You can't have 5 cooks in the kitchen. Everybody can't be the executive chef. One got to be the executive chef. The rest got to be the sous chef. Okay? Because when I'm going back and forth on Twitter talking Hawks, this is the worst thing you want to hear. Well, who was the one that drafted this guy? Who was the one who traded for this guy? You should be able to say, hey, this guy messed up as the general manager because he did A, B, C, and D. We don't even know who. I was talking to the homie today. He was the one who told me that Travis Slink actually lost his power after the trade deadline in 2021. So that means he was just sitting there collecting the check for the next year and a half, and Landry and Nick was doing all the moves. So I mean,
and what's crazy about that? Now not to cut you off, but
go ahead.
Now you said something that was key, and it ain't just the Hawks that do this. You know this from being a Falcon fan as well. With the fan base, you get people that sell these tickets to these opposing fans, and as you said, that's part of this bad culture that we have. That's something you got to change. You're not supposed to let nobody else take over your house.
Well,
I don't care how bad it is.
The fans don't believe in the team.
Because here's the thing: me being from the Swats or whatnot from Atlanta, I live up here in Philly. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you just like this. I've been to a Sixers game with the Hawks. I went to the Falcons game when they won the year we went to the Super Bowl in that stadium. I was in uniform though, so they couldn't mess with it. But the thing about this culture up here, these folks ain't giving up their seats to doggone opposing fans, even when they're bad. They make this place hostile, even when their teams are horrible. So if they willing to throw soda bottles and all that stuff at their own players when they play bad, that doesn't get put on camera. It happens. We don't have that in Atlanta. We got a bougie ass crowd, bro. And when you talk about having that culture of having a tough home environment for people to play in, we don't generate that. And the only team I can honestly say, there's only 2 teams in the city who do that: the Braves and Atlanta United. Those are the only teams that create hostile environments for other opposing teams. We don't do that with the Hawks unless we winning, like you said. Same with the Falcons. If they winning, they're coming. But again, bro, like my gripe is with our fan base. Yeah, we got enough stuff that we talk about with management. You do a damn good job at always pointing out the facts and the figures that come from the top dogs in that office to break it down for folks like myself and others. I'm not an expert in basketball. Football is my thing, big dog. I love the Hawks. I've been a fan since I was a jit. But I also understand how it works because I pretty much do exactly how you do on the Birdcage when we're talking about numbers, people in that front office, and how that culture is established. Like right now, Terry Fontenot is, he helped scrap and salvage that defense. Arthur Smith, like you said, you got too many cooks doing his job. He's supposed to be the top dog right now, drafting. You got Arthur Smith that has a huge hand in bringing these offensive players in, as well as Arthur Blank. And he's starting to have a Jerry Jones type of complex now. And it's bad because I get he wants to win, but you have to have one person that's making these moves, because when Travis was in office, man, he put together a team that was competitive to where we got to the Eastern Conference Finals. That right there alone should have been a building block for us to continue great success. But we've stumbled and we've stifled, and that sucks. Like, as a fan, it sucks to see.
That's because that when you see in basketball, right? You gotta have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So when Travis gets here, you probably say when he got here, I was like, he's probably going to need about 6 or 7 years to get this team where we should be. Mainly because he was going to have to spend the first 2 or 3 years gutting the roster because we had some bad contracts. The core players we had was getting old and Millsap in them. So and Dwight Howard. So you had to give him time to get off that. So when he gets off of all that stuff, meanwhile, he's drafting, right? John Collins was his first draft pick. But what people don't understand is this. He took the best player available at I think John was 19, if I'm not mistaken. He took the best player available because he really didn't have time to do scouting or scout the team, because he got hired right before the draft. You get Collins. Then you get Trey. But what I believe, and I'm gonna say this on record so people know where I stand.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can convince me that Trae Young was the player he wanted. He drafted the player he wanted at 3. I believe, this is just my opinion, I don't have nothing to back it up with, right?
Yeah.
I believe that the owner, okay, said, hey, we need to get Trae Young. Because listen, every time people mention the Luka and Trae Young trade, they never say, hey, Atlanta traded Luka for Trae because Trae fit better with the team. They always say, they always say Trae fit better with the culture. And see, there's a difference there. And so when I hear that, right? When I hear that, what I hear is, oh, ding, 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 make money, sell tickets, sell merch. We don't really prioritize winning, because let's keep it a buck. Luka came to the NBA. He was already the EuroLeague MVP. Trae came to the NBA. He didn't win nothing in Oklahoma. They barely made the tournament. They only made the tournament based off of his name. But
it was a bubble team. Yep.
If you remember, before the draft, Quavo kept tweeting, hey, get Trae Young, get Trae Young, get Trae Young. So I think the owner saw, hey, I can make more money with a Trae Young than I can with Luka. So, because in my theory is this: if Trae Young was really the guy that Travis wanted, if he was really the guy Travis wanted, he would have drafted him 3rd. If that's the guy he really wanted, he would have drafted him 3rd. But he didn't. He went and got Luka, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Dallas made an offer that, it's hard to refuse. But if you are good at scouting, you should be able to see the advantages you have with a bigger guard. Because Luka basically is a point forward. He's basically a guard. Okay.
So would you take? So here's the question: if you had that draft to do all over again, I get that you talk about how the owner, pretty much how ownership looked at the money side of things with Trae. The question I got for you is, from a winning aspect, is what this whole thing has been about from what you started talking about. We need to
Winning, yeah.
look at it as we need to win. Would you would have kept Luka opposed to trading for Trey? Because you knew
I got a whole rant the night of the draft.
Mm.
I got a whole rant. I was in New Pat City on Facebook. I got a whole rant. I did not want to trade Luka Doncic. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. And they did. When I heard the rumor come out, I was like, please don't do it. I had a whole video. They'll tell you. I think Carl in the chat, he a part of New Pat City. He know. Because Carl was the one. Matter of fact, Carl Thomas right here in the chat. That's my guy. He the one who was he the first person who told me about Trae Young in Oklahoma. Because he used to tell me, man, this dude is box office. He's box office. I was like, bro, I don't want that dude. That dude too small, man. He tiny. Right? But you know, what happened was they made the deal, right? And as an Atlanta Hawk fan, I support whoever on the team, right? Exactly. Even though I disagree with the move, I still support it. But now you fast forward and look where we're at. Look where we are at, right? Our defense is horrible. Okay. People want to try to put the blame on everybody. They would people want to put the blame on Murray. People want to put the blame on Clint. People want to put the blame on Collins, but they don't want to put the blame where most of the blame belongs is on Trae Young because he can't defend nobody.
And you're absolutely right, because we talked about this last season, because when I came on the show, I said the issue with Trae was I said he don't play defense. And a lot of people get mad when you bring that up. See, there
you go. See, look, Linda no. Linda was in Linda knew. I forgot Linda was in here. Linda, she knew Pat City.
And here's the question.
Yeah, I forgot Linda was in here. Salute my girl Linda in the building.
And here's the question I got, because I know I've talked to Foot about this off camera, because he comes into the Birdcage. He raps with us about, Atlanta sports in general. But when you look at it now, if you ever look at the playoff series, when we get in the playoffs against physical teams like a Milwaukee at that time, and then you look at the Miami Heat, Trae get bullied by Miami. Every time we play Miami, they body him. And I mean, he still get his points, don't get it twisted, but when they don't want him to score, they literally keep him out of the paint and they bully him. They force him to be a shooter.
What they did was, because Nate McMillan, and what I try to explain to people, and Foot probably can co-sign me on this, Nate McMillan is an old school coach. So old school coaches do what? They rely heavy on ISO basketball. When you have a superstar, right? Melo, ISO, Bron, ISO. Even if you go back, Jordan, ISO, until they start doing the triangle. Kobe, all of them. But the thing is this. Look at their size. All the players I named, ain't none of them 6'1".
Nope.
Ain't none of them 6 feet. So then what? So with Nate McMillan, he wasn't creative offensively. So all we did was run heavy pick and roll. And all Miami did was just take away the pick and roll, and we didn't have nothing else, because we was a pick and roll isolation dominant team. And we had nothing else. That's why Miami took us out the game. I mean, destroyed us in the playoffs. I think they beat us in 5. It was a gentleman's sweep with Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder was supposed to bring all this ball movement, ball passing, people moving, people cutting. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. And Foot get on me with this shit all the time, but I still do the shit. Foot was like, DeMond, because I got hype off that damn Pelicans preseason game. And I remember Foot was like, DeMond, don't do it, DeMond, don't do it. I drank the Kool-Aid because the ball was moving, all this shit. Soon as the season start, and I remember, I can't remember if it was the first or second, third game. I remember Foot came on the show, and Foot was like, this shit looked the same to me.
And what's funny is this. And me and Foot, we done had our battles or whatnot, but here's the thing. Me, being from the city, me, Foot, being from there, because we talked about this with the Falcons this year. Everybody got hyped. I said, I want to see what they look like in games where they actually got to body folks, when they actually got somebody that ain't running from them and they know what they gonna do. And just like Atlanta, just like the Hawks, I want it like me and Foot were talking. We want to see them against tough teams that's not gonna give them anything, and we have a chance to just take it from them. Can we measure up to a team that's gonna stand there in front of us and they're gonna swing punches? Like, okay, you give us your best shot, we're gonna give you ours. And who's gonna stand in last? It's a fight. And truthfully, it's sad now that we get excited over the preseason like that, like Foot was saying, but then it's the same old song.
Because
The
man,
same old song, bro.
because when you've been rooting for an organization like the Hawks, right? I think I'm on year, what am I? I'm 47, so I'm on year 36 rooting for this organization, right? When you've been rooting for an organization that, has been mid, as the young folk like to say, and I don't count the years Dominique played because, he had to go through a Hall of Famers just to even get to the fucking finals. So, like, I don't even count that. I don't even count that.
I'm laughing when you say that because Neek truly had no help. He got Moses Malone when he was shot.
No, we just didn't have a real if you look back when Neek played, right, it's all the championship level teams, and you look at their roster today, at least had 2 Hall of Famers on them teams. The Pistons, Isaiah,
Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman.
Rodman, that's 3 Hall of Famers off the rip. Right?
The Celtics had 5 on that team.
Bird, McHale,
Parrish.
That's 3 Hall of Fame, and we ain't even really getting a roster. Don't forget, you still had the Bulls, Jordan, Pippen, 2 Hall of Famers. Atlanta, Dominique.
That's it.
Name me another Hall of Famer he played with in Atlanta in a prime.
You heard what I said earlier. He didn't get Malone till Malone was shot. He got
when Moses Malone got here, he was on his last leg.
Exactly.
Let's keep it up. So that's why I don't really count like when people try to shade Dominique. That's why I be like, bruh, look at who he had to try to go through, and look who he was running with, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, we had a Dominique on this team now, we will be a problem, right? But I'm gonna tell you something else too. That's doing us dirty right now. These NBA politics is doing us dirty right now. NBA politics is doing us dirty. Why isn't? Let's be real. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Looking at Jalen Johnson, right, this year, he has the most talent out of everybody on the roster. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just telling you what I see. And people know me, I don't care who agree or disagree with me. I don't care. This is my opinion. I think he has more skill than everybody on the team. Obviously, he has way more upside. Why isn't Quinn utilizing that? Why isn't Quinn trying to make him get you muted, Foot? You muted. Why isn't Quinn taking more advantage of that? Why isn't Quinn using him to hunt down those mismatches? It's not a lot of players who could guard a Jalen Johnson, right? Say something, Foot. I can't hear you. I don't got you muted on this end. So it's on your end. Okay, yeah, just leave and come back. So, I mean, let's hold on. Dudes just want something or somebody to blame for their frustration. That's negative, H2K. That's negative. You know what the problem is? A lot of y'all cats, okay, because I was reading what you were saying in the chat, okay? Cats like you, my guy, it's like this. Your priority isn't the organization winning. What you want the organization to do? I can hear you now, Foot. What you want? There you go, Rashad. What you want is the organization to win, but you want it to be led by Trey. I don't care who fucking leading this shit if we win. I don't care if we got to go get Boo-Boo the fucking fool. And on the back of his jersey, it say fool on the back. If he the best, if he leading us to some wins, hey, let's go, fool. But see, the fact is,
It's different now, bro.
we come up here and we talk about defense, but it seemed like everybody got excuse for this. What tripped me out. I'm gonna just say shit, man. Listen, listen. We come up here. I've been screaming about defense. I don't know how long now. I don't even keep track no more, right? And people will sit here and give a pass for Trae Young. Sorry, defense. They will sit there and blame Murray, and I'm like, how the hell Murray gonna guard two players at the top? He can't guard two. But y'all will sit there and say, well, Trae's trying. It ain't good enough, bro.
He ain't trying. Bro,
I'm watching the games. He's just a floater, dog.
He's just standing there.
He don't have a man.
No effort.
He be floating. What? And that's why you hear me come up here and say stuff like, bro, I wish Trae Young would be like, hey, Quinn, I ain't doing that floating shit, bro. I'm on this guy right here. And if he scored, he just fucking scored. But all this not willing to point the blame on certain players is bullshit.
I'm gonna slide up out of here, but I'm gonna leave you with this. The great Nolan Richardson always said defense is a man's game.
Yeah,
and most cowards won't play it.
He gave
I'm just saying,
90 minutes of hell on that defense, that full court.
That 40 minutes of hell. Nolan said it best. Cowards don't want to play defense. Real men play defense because it
ain't about Luka winning nothing, bro.
Nope. So all I'm gonna say is this: until we get this defense straight with inside the paint, where you have a presence where people are afraid to come in the paint or they're cautious, we gonna still be the same mediocre Hawks, man. Much love, y'all. Check out the Birdcage LLC tomorrow at 8 p.m. Man, we got some stuff for y'all Falcon fans that's in here. So we got some stuff for y'all tomorrow. My man Demar, he does a hell of a job on here. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Hey, you got love on this end, family. Salute.
Shout out my guy Rashad in the building. What's good, Rashad?
What's up, Rashad? Where you been, bro?
Rashad be in the chat, bro.
I be in the chat, man.
He be in the chat.
You know, he sure do.
I don't know why he don't just come on the panel.
I be at the gym, man. I be at the gym most of the times.
Hey, you need to
get swole. I'm trying to get like you, Rashad.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, straight up on it.
I want to chime in right quick. I'm gonna be quick.
Go ahead, take your time, man. We got time.
Does it seem to me like, it's my opinion, but it seems like every game is the exact same. It starts the same way, it ends the same way. And
bro, you know it ain't you. But again, I got called a hater beginning of the season. Oh, it don't look the same. Man, the game looked the same. And here we are.
To me, it didn't look the same in the preseason. It's crazy that we played better in the preseason than we playing now.
Bro, that's why I started drinking the Kool-Aid, Rashad.
I did too.
And that New Orleans game, they had me sold, bro.
But check this out, though. In the preseason, the preseason, the rotation was long, right?
Yeah.
New guys getting in, other team playing the new guys, just trying to see and fit in, right? So I don't take much from the preseason anyway. But, for me, I just looked at it as preseason. But when we talk about Trae Young, right, what gets me, people misconstrue it like we hating. When the dude literally just standing there, like with a damn red, like ole, he won't even reach out to touch. He just look at folks. I don't like that.
Right.
He just stand there.
The thing is that people are saying like, okay, like we get Trae Young sucks at it, but it's more like, because sometimes I think about it, then I go back and watch the game. I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking garbage on defense. It's not just Trae though. Like
no,
it's not. Whole team of like the whole team is just bad team defense, and whoever that defensive whoever's calling the defense, he needs to be fired, bro.
Quinn,
I don't think we got nobody, bro.
What's the dude from Notre Dame? What's his name? Bray. He's supposed to be
that's right. He's supposed to be a defensive guy, right?
This is my thing though. Detroit exposed us on those back cuts. The little rookie had 20 points on fucking back cuts. The dude can't. Dude cannot shoot at all. So when we played New York, they killed us. When we played the 76ers, they killed us. And I think Ticket was saying they ran that same play like 4 times to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
They put Trae in the pick and roll, Murray. And I'm just looking at them like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing? It's like it's no communication. They're like
none.
And this is how I know they're not getting coached on defense. And y'all gonna agree with me. These fucking cuts, what are they doing? Ball watching. Ball watching. You never turn your back to a defender ever, and you give them the you never give them the baseline. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? We
It's
got
basic
Bogey in
ass
the paint.
basketball, bro.
We got Bogey in the paint. We got Trey in the paint. We got like, why?
I
This
don't
is a
even
And
know
then
why.
you
generation
got Clinton them on the
basketball.
outside.
I don't know
Teams
why
want to
Trey
shoot the
float
three
down
ball.
there.
When you look at these practices, what are they doing? Shooting the three ball. They're not Euro stepping by themselves doing layups. Bro, the Knicks are the worst shooting team in the league right now. They're like bottom 5. They play us. The motherfuckers
Bro,
like
they
the
like 2016 Warriors against us, bro.
Warriors. Because they wide open, DeMond. These are professionals. You cannot leave these dudes wide open. Like, it's just dumb. And the thing about Trey is, like, Trey, bro, you're not even getting a defensive stance, bro. You cannot play defense standing straight up. I don't care who you are, bro. You would get blown by every single time. Bogey does it all the time, straight up. They're always riding somebody hip. Like, Trey, bro, we know you better. Just stay in front of somebody. Niggas
That's
gonna
all.
run through you, Trey. You're like $160, bro. But we know that you're there. We know that you're fucking trying, bro. You're not, bro. Who shot is Bogey gonna block from the weak side? Who shot is Trey gonna block from the? Like, why are you so deep into the lane? And it's
And
causing
we
us to
can
get
never
down so
The
fast.
show
But
and
you
the
know what
help.
they do?
You know what, Rashad? We never can recover to get back on them corner 3-point shooters, dog. They be shooting wide,
Wide
uncontested.
open. That's all they do. That's all NBA teams do in practice.
Before I forget, let me
Leaves.
add this. Before I forget, this whole whatever the scheme is that they're doing, the show, help, and all this other BS, all they're doing is make them run around too much. You know, they run around too much. And like Sarah shot, I've been saying the same things. Like, you're not talking on defense. It's just basic. And what was that game? Was that the Pelican game? They had their hand in the lane, in all the passing lanes. The problem is we know they can play defense if they try. Even
Right.
Trey. What people don't misunderstand, we expect Trey to be all defense. No, we just don't need him to just not do nothing and just stand there. And then your other guys got to help on him, get fouls, shots made, or whatever the case may be. That's what gets me.
I mean,
if you're gonna be our $220 million man, technically you by default you're a leader.
bro, and then it don't help the shot not going in, bro. That make it seem extra worse, dog. So you're not getting efficient shooting from Trey. But on back on the defensive side, though, and this is the thing. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. You really only switching the zone if you feel your dudes can't match up man to man, right?
What you mean switching the zone?
Why else would you go into a zone if your guys can defend?
Okay.
Right?
Oh, why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know,
team
bro.
So obviously, when he put us in the zone, basically what Quinn is saying is these 5 dudes out here can't defend one-on-one, whether it's one person, whether it's 2, right? So,
But DeMond, the zone exposes us even worse. It's the whole problem.
Well, I mean, hell, if you can't play man, can't play zone, what we supposed to do? Ain't no other options, man. Ain't no other options, man.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then even in the zone, they don't, bruh. What was that one play? I can't remember the game, man. Oh my God. It was Bay and who was it? Was it Bay and Hunter? They got mixed up on the assignment, bruh. And dude just had the backcourt wide open. I mean, the back door wide open. You had somebody show one play on Twitter where Murray got lost. He just was lost, like he didn't know who the guard. Dude was wide open layup, and I'm just like, bruh, how many times we gonna see their bigs get matched up on one of our guards and nobody do nothing?
Every time.
Like one of their bigs to get matched up on a guard, right? And then it's like nobody says, "Hey, switch back. Let's try to just switch or do something." Because
They
we
don't
know
talk,
he
bro.
just gonna turn around and shoot over the dude, but they'll just creep back. Usually it's training game, he'll just creep back and try to swipe the ball. I'll be like, bro, what you doing?
It shouldn't even get to that point, bro. I already know what you're talking about when Bogey switched on Embiid.
Yeah,
Bro,
Hold on, didn't Trey switch on Embiid too?
bro,
I'm
Hell
like,
no,
why
that
would
ain't
you
gonna work,
even let that happen?
bro.
Meanwhile, a Kongwu was guarding somebody at the 3-point line. I was like,
It was
what are
Maxi,
we doing, man? Like,
bro. I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Come on now.
it go back to the point, man. I'm telling you, bro. I think John Cox, he said a lot, bro, when he said when Nate McMillan got fired, and he said we could not match Nate McMillan's expectations physically and mentally. Now I see what he was saying.
But Demond, you remember me and you were like, we understood, and we were trying to tell people they were hating on us. They dumb,
Man.
bro.
But that's because they're not Hawk fans, they're player fans. You know what I'm saying? They player fans. So if you say something about a player that they like, they get upset.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
but they'll stay back.
man.
But a player that they don't like, they'll put every blame on that player. It's his fault. You be like, bro, he not even in the game. But if he would have blah blah, I'd be like, okay, bro. I see your angle. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy made a good point. He made a good point right here. Coaching hasn't made any difference.
Nope.
They don't care. They play for stats. What y'all think about that?
It ain't made any difference up to this point. So
I don't think it's stats.
I'm really disappointed in Quinn. I expected more because I didn't expect us to look the same. We're losing the same way. We're winning the same way. It's the exact same. You know, that's why when folks talking about we number something in offense, our offensive move back, does it equate to a win? No. That's all I care about. That's why I changed my stance last year. This first time I said, you know what? Because I was clowning LeBron. They, when they go blow up teams, LeBron go to the team, they get rid of everybody. He gets some vets. I said last year, I'm like, you know what? That's what I want right now. You know what? Hey, I don't care. I'm trying to win. I'm tired. I want. It's championship. I don't give a damn about no number one rating or whatever. And they talking about ratings. We 12 games into the season. Like, bro.
Speaking of ratings, and then I'll let you answer that question there, Rashad. But speaking of ratings, I looked at our defensive rating from last year. It was 116. Bruh, this year it's 116. Like, it's the same.
Mid Atlanta Hawks, man.
What you think about that statement right there, Rashad?
I wouldn't say they play for stats, because if that was true, Trey would still be taking 25, 30 shots a game. Okay, honestly, bro. I kind of think he's bought in, but he's just not shooting well. Like, it's just not there, bro. And I think it's part of it is because of his shot selection, bro. Like, he missed one floater. He goes back to the three. He missed, like, he take more threes than floaters, bro. Like, bro, it's like Trey is like a master at that pick and roll, bro. It's like every time he comes off that pick and roll, he's always open. But either he tried to force it to Capella, or he just does some dumb shit, bro. Like, I'm like, oh my God, Trey.
He really forcing it now because he ain't got no fake floater right now.
And I don't like Capella taking 11 shots, bro. If Trey taking 14, I don't want Capella to take 11 shots. I don't care if he put up 17 points, because in that game, that Philly game, to me, from what I saw, Embiid was letting Capella have that shit. He wasn't challenging nothing. He was like, hey, you can have this shit, bro, because we don't want y'all to shoot that three. You can have your bullshit ass
time on this guy, bro. Yeah, I got me finna waste my time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Would you rather have the twos or the threes? Because look at it. Matter of fact, prime example, that Knicks game.
You got to ask Quinn that. Quinn the one he keep telling them shoot more.
They're not shooting. They're at the bottom five and shooting threes, because you're not spacing the floor. And Capella, Capella should not have the ball in his hand so much.
That's why, Rashad. But that's why I said, I don't know if you was in here earlier, but that's why I said NBA politics. That podcast, ATL and 29.
Yeah,
I listened to it with who was it? Was it Brad Rowland? I think it was him and somebody else. Bro, they basically said they play Clint Capella just because of politics.
Let me add something too, real quick, fellas. Rashad, you brought up the spacing the floor. The spacing ain't the problem, because everybody keep talking about Clint clogging lane. You're playing 5 out too damn much anyway. That's enough space.
But the problem is you on the boards too, right foot.
Yeah. That'll kill. But if you're gonna play 5 out, these motherfuckers just standing around. Ain't nobody moving and cutting like they do with us and get them back doors. So whatever I'm sorry, man. That's just basic ass basketball. You're not making them play deep. They just stand around and they little whatever. Help. They just looking and let just watching, right?
Right.
And then they react once you finally do something. That's why we get too deep in the shot clock when we do that 5 out. That's why you see me 5 out every time I post on 5 out again,
And
5
that's
out.
why I was wondering. And that's why y'all always hear me say, like, I promise I've said this every game, bro. Who's slashing to the basket? Where's our cutters? Where's our slashers? Who we got who cutting? You throwing the ball and they get the layup or something.
Bro,
We
it was
don't,
Hunter.
bro.
It
We
was
don't make
Hunter.
nobody play defense.
We
bro.
had
It
one
was Hunter.
possession. Hey,
The first 4 games, it was Hunter. And the
Yeah.
teams adjusted to it. They were like, hey, we finna make this nigga dribble.
hey,
They
his knees
sitting
must
on his right hand, boom, boom, turnover. Boom, boom, turnover.
his knees
Bro,
must have been tripping
I'm
because he
telling you,
stopped.
bro, like, and Hunter,
Bro,
so
I could game
Brad
plan
Miller
against
must be
I
so
can game
frustrated.
plan against the Hawks.
Professional, right?
anybody can't
Hey,
do shit but ball watch.
hey,
both
Hawks
sides.
fan, let me tell you something about what you said right here, man. He must be frustrated trying to stay professional, rational. Let me tell you something about that, man. And like I tell people, you gotta know who you engaging, right? A lot of, I would say, I'm gonna keep it a buck. 90% of just NBA fans are casuals, right? So they don't really care like about analytics. They don't care about that shit. You know what they care about? They be like this. Hey, bro, this dude keep turning the ball over. This dude keep missing. Why he shooting the ball? Hey, y'all didn't win. We didn't win. We stink. They pretty much keep it basic. It's only people like, us who care about like the analytic stats and we understand how it could affect the game. So, like, I seen them going in on Brad. Did y'all see that today on Twitter? Hey, they was going on Brad on Twitter, man. It was
Oh, for
like,
real?
bruh, they said, what the man call him? I think it was Dwayne P from the chat. I think Dwayne P who be in the chat. The dude said, one of the dudes called him a Trey Bay. They say he basically take up for Trey Young. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, damn, they going hard as hell on him today, man. I was like, shit. But man, listen, I'm gonna keep over here, we keep it a buck because we ain't affiliated with nobody, so we can say what the fuck we want to say. You feel me? Listen, bro. And in the words of Foot, this ain't it, bro.
This ain't it, bro.
In the words of Foot, man, this ain't it, bro. We are 6-6. We are only, bro. Last year we had a net rating of 0.5. You know what our net rating is right now? Net rating between offense efficiency and defense efficiency, 2. One more bad offensive game, bro. We gonna be exactly back where we was last year after 82 games.
Yeah.
I ask you, where is the improvement? Where's the improvement? Was I sold a bill of people told me, and I know Footnote, when we get Quinn, everything gonna change. When we get Quinn, blah 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 blah. Bruh, this ain't it, bruh.
Hey, and once again, I was the hater because again, until you change this roster, I don't give a damn what your coach is right now. Because if because at some point these guys either know how to play basketball or not. And the sad part about it, right? You got JJ doing what he's doing right now. We're not even taking advantage of that and not even getting him involved more, right? He finally came around to what I expected 2 years ago. And you got not just him, but anybody else who's, like you said, who got it going. What was that game? I know I keep referring back to this game where everybody that 7, 8, 9 people had double digits, right? What was that game, Devon? Was that
Like the first 3 games almost.
Yep.
No. It was like the 3rd or 4th game. What
We
we
had like
did,
6 dudes in double figures.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was, no, it was
yeah.
like 7 dudes.
Yeah, it was
What
something.
we did, both offensively and defensively, was like a sewing machine, right? That thing was like a sewing machine on both ends, right? And then we revert back to the same old bullshit, right? ISO 5 out, None of that crap, right? I mean, like, come on, bro. We already know they showed us a couple years ago. Like I told you, they showed us they can play defense. They showed us they can play smart. They just choose not to. That simple as that, bro. How can you show me enough for the past 2 years? I'm tired of excuses. I gave you a little ride, but right now, ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuses. I mean, when you keep making decisions, I can't put it all on Quinn, but he takes some smoke too right now
You
because
know
he
what?
need to.
You know what, Foot?
Yeah.
I want to know why, and I'm only saying it like this because obviously I'm on the outside looking in. I want to know why nobody in this front office has told Clint Capella, you ain't added shit to your game in 3 years. He's added apps. Can anybody in the chat name me one thing Clint Capella has added to his game since he's been here?
Nothing.
Can I make a comment on that? Why are we looking for Clint to add something to his game? I'm not because
I think right now it gives you, if Clint has something to his game, it gives you another way to score the ball, especially when the ball not going down. When the last time, I'm gonna ask y'all that, when the last time y'all seen somebody not named Dre Hunter go into the post?
We don't post.
Exactly. So
Right,
if the three not falling and the jumper's not falling, we have no other way to score the basketball.
No, we do, Demond. We do. So
How?
that's why I'm getting back to this one. I think that's what people saying. Well, Clint ain't adding in. Clint was brought here for a reason to do what he does. Right? He ain't finna be no better. Clint what? They finna be 30 or whatever.
When you say that,
but hold on.
I'm gonna counter with this though. Let me counter with this real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
When you say that, my counter will be this. And the Rockets got rid of his ass for a reason too.
Yes.
Bro, they was willing to run PJ Tucker at the 5.
Crazy.
But again, I'm gonna say this again, Demond. When we play smart basketball, even with Clint there, we win. So it's not like we can't win with this roster. So everybody got a role, right? I think people expecting, for me, too much out of Clint. He ain't that dude. He is what it is. So guess what? If you don't like him, trade his ass. That's why I say, you know what?
That's what I'm saying, Foot.
I know. So
don't nobody want him.
They need, man. No, somebody take Clint. He
what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. Like in Quinn's so-called system, whatever the system, whatever he running, right? Clint to me is a liability on the offensive side of the ball because his man doesn't really have to account for him.
I disagree.
I don't, because shit, Embiid sure won't guard his ass.
No, check this out though, Demond. I keep saying it all works together. I'm gonna go back to that game of 7-8 people in double figures, right? Y'all, you need to play smart basketball, right? Clint ain't hurting this damn team, right? If you play smart basketball.
Clint not doing his job either.
Let me ask you this. This. Do you feel we are overall, not just Clint Onyeka, overall, do you feel like we're too small?
Hell yeah, we're too small.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
All day.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Double Love. You watch Double Love, bro. He cannot rebound for shit. He needs to go work with somebody that's a little bit. Because how tall is Bam?
Who?
Bam.
6'9"?
About 6'9". Yeah, they're about the same size. Like when we played Philly, I think it was when I forgot what possession it was, when Double O was literally standing right there, and Embiid just came and snatched the rebound, bro. He doesn't put a body on nobody, bro. You're too small for that. You're too small. You have to find your guy, put a body.
Can I ask something real short? No, he's not too small to put a body on. I complain about it all the time. He just don't do it.
No, I'm not saying he's too small. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you're that small, like if you're that small, you have to know I have to put a body on somebody. They can't jump through you. They can't, bro.
Well,
and that's when he gets into foul trouble. Because
Charles Barkley, Dennis
Rodman. When I play basketball,
a lot of his fouls in the offensive end, trying to grab the offensive board because he's jumping over people,
over the back,
right over the back. It's just
that comes down to technique.
technique
And
and practicing
what
it. I
what
don't
we
think they practice
learned,
this shit.
what we learned from Dennis Rodman is if you got good technique when it comes to rebound,
Real
because
simple.
Rodman was 6'8", you can get boards.
Bro, and that's what
And
I'm
real
saying.
simple.
Evilo just jumps.
Low man
He don't-
wins.
Like he just jumps, bro.
The
Yeah,
low
you
man,
get
the
leverage.
low man wins.
You get possession.
Right.
You get position. You get a butt. Guess what? Guess where Onyeka could be at in the offense? At the 3-point line.
Three, because they switching.
So I mean,
And this is
That's
my
my
thing
point.
with Clint, man. Let me go back to this Clint thing, bro.
Mhm.
We got Clint to be our rebounder, right?
And protect the paint.
Right, but he doesn't do that anymore. And this is my
No.
thing. I don't want him to shoot the ball. He misses too many bunnies for one. Guys are letting him shoot like he's just terrible. He needs to be more of a Mitchell Robinson. How many times did you see them dump that ball to Mitchell Robinson in the paint? Zero. Because
yeah,
his job is to rebound and
They don't
defend the paint.
yeah, they don't throw his
And
ass
that's
the ball at all.
And that's what Capella should. I don't want fucking Capella to even look at the rim, bro. Because number one, he's taking shots away from people.
He
And
shoots
we-
60 times. You know, he been
he's
shooting
taking
60
shots
some
away.
percent.
But you
Capella
know
should
what?
not have 11 attempts.
paint.
Man.
And you
Like,
know what,
seriously,
Rashad? And you know
I'm
what,
good with
Rashad?
that.
When we played
11
the Knicks,
attempts.
when we played the Knicks,
And Murray and Trey have 12 and 13.
If you're around the basket, yes.
watch
But these
this.
two
Watch this.
pointers, we're trading twos for threes.
When we played the Knicks, right? When Clint was in the game against Mitch on the offensive side, Mitch never left the paint.
He never left the
Never
paint.
left. So
Never left the
one,
paint.
that kills any drive we get to the basket, the little few that we do, right? And two, he was already in position for all to get them offensive rebound. You know, at one point we was a negative 18 on the boards in the third quarter.
Right.
18.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, like Quinn says, we need to basically gang rebound, but he does it wrong. You know who did it correctly for us was Bud. That's what the 60-win team did. They gang rebound because this is what Bud said, and I never forget it. Coach Bud said this with the 60-win team. He said he knew we wasn't we was undersized, right? Horford was the center. You had Millsap at the power forward. So all them what was Al 6'10" on a good day?
16.
Maybe
little arms.
Yeah. And he didn't want to play center anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But what Quinn said, he said, I value transition defense or getting back and setting up than getting the offensive rebound because he already knew we was too small.
Right.
But we don't even do that.
We don't.
Bro, how many times we sat right here? This is another thing that tripped me out about us. Everybody will be at the 3-point line. Somebody will shoot a 3, but the other team still beat us down court.
Boy. Oh.
I'm like, how you get beat down court and you already at the 3-point line when the shot go up, my guy?
Right.
Don't even
How
talk.
many times y'all seen that, bro?
Too many.
And you know what? Quinn did say that one time, man. He said defense is will, which is basically effort. So I mean,
man,
my thing is this.
Oh, I got hated on that one too.
Who would right now? Let me ask y'all this, and this for y'all too, chat. Right now, where we stand at 6-6. As far as the defense, are you putting the majority of the blame on the coach or the players?
I'm putting it on the coach.
Yeah, I'm putting it on the coach because
I'm putting it on coach right now.
You for you to sit here and get backdoored so many times, bro, and you don't even like. I want you to get into like, why are we? It's the same thing every game. Why are you not face guarding your man? Why are it's the back screens are terrible. This dude scored 20 points off fucking back screens.
And you didn't make no adjustments.
He didn't make no jump shot, no adjust, and it carried on to the Knicks game and the Sixers game. It's the same shit. What are we doing? You're not coaching this team up to be like, you're not putting them in like, you're not setting them up to win. Like it just makes no sense. How do you do the same exact thing? It's the same thing.
Remember, Rashad, we was told there was gonna be emphasis on all this shit, right? That's what we were told.
Right. And if you're a coach and you see that shit, I'm pulling your ass out the game. I'm pulling your bro. Why are you,
Shit.
bro? That's what that's why it goes. That's why it goes back to
Shit.
coaching.
Hey, you know what?
That's
I'm
why I
pulling
said,
your ass out
hey,
the game, bro.
Thibodeau
right there,
would do it.
Rashad. See, right there. Now you stepping in the NBA politics, Rashad. You
Bro,
ain't gonna
Hey,
take Trey.
but
You ain't taking
it's
Trey
the
out
same
the game.
but Demond, Thibodeau would do it.
But that's the
Listen.
thing.
don't care.
We seen Quinn
Listen.
take players out for doing bad shit on offense, but never the defensive end. Like Trey will
But
come
hey.
down, turn the ball over twice, he'll pull Trey. But Trey will give up 16 points on the other side, and he just left. No, we're always in games because of our offense, and we lose games because of our defense every fucking time. It's the same game. Like I said earlier, it's the same game every time we play. It's the same game. We're down by 10, 17 points in the first quarter. That's crazy. That is fucking you start, bro. And these are home games, bro. We lost 2 home games to the Knicks already.
Facts.
That is-
Damn, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, damn.
And like it took me a minute to think. I'm like, damn, we played the Knicks twice at home and we lost twice. What lost us
bro.
the game? Not
So-
because
so-
Crawford, but what lost us the game? Hunter ball watching. That damn 3. That what's that guy name? Brunson hit.
Not just Hunter. That was just toward the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah.
That what lost the game because that shot put them up 2. And of course, dumbass offense. We're gonna go 1v1. Brent, come back down, shoot a 3. Game over.
Hey,
And remember,
hey, go ahead.
them dudes came back. They were down 7. They came back in like 15 seconds, bro.
Guess
Bro,
who was in the
quick.
Guess
That's
who was in
crazy.
the game when they did it? The starters.
The starters.
The same group that had you down 13 in the first quarter. That's why this is why I try to tell people this, man. Sooner or later, you got to prioritize winning over everything, right? Because if I was the coach that day, nobody was coming out that game
Right.
unless they said, "Coach, I'm tired," because I would have told them. And I've heard coaches tell players this. I've heard players say it when the coach be like, "Hey, you playing the whole fourth, so get the breathers when you can get them. You not coming out the game."
Right.
You feel me?
And when you
They're
hot,
supposed to
who
be
wants to come
world-class
out the game?
athletes.
What
But
player
some
do you
people
know
world-class
if they're
athletes.
hot want to come out the game?
For some
wanna
reason,
come out the damn
people would
game.
come up here and be like, "Man, he just played 7 straight minutes." I'd be like, "What? What? 7 minutes of basketball? And he tired? And he tired? No. You can go outside right now and play. How many games of basketball you used to go outside and play? You play
Like
all
8,
day.
10?
And now all of a
it's
sudden,
it's
you're
simple.
supposed to be an elite world-class athlete, and 7 minutes on the court drains you. I don't think it is. I think Quinn Snyder, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I think he has some of that cockiness in him. He gonna do the shit his
Hey,
way.
who that remind you of, Demond?
Arthur Smith. He gonna,
Yeah.
bro. Look at the substitutions. They never change, bro. I think he changed a couple times. He was like, Trey comes out at the first TV timeout. Then sometimes he'll bring him back in
Yeah.
at the 3-minute mark of the first. He used to let him sit the whole first, but now he brings him back in at like 3 minutes. Then him and DeJounte is playing. He take DeJounte out to start the second. Bro, this shit is clockwork. And that's why that was my argument against the Knicks when I was debating against Mikey. Like, bro, as a fan, I don't give a fuck about no NBA politics. I don't give a fuck about how those players feel. Whoever getting the job done is gonna be on the court. And I felt like, and I heard another coach say this. No, it was Popovich who said it. His bench brought him back in the game and got him the lead. And they said, "How come you didn't put the starters back in?" And Pop said, "I owed it to those guys. They're the ones who got us back in the game. Why would I take them out?" So, I mean, him bringing in the starters and people co-signing stupid shit like that.
Playing that
saying,
stupid ass help defense, he being too damn cute.
Man,
And switch and trap,
I
too
think
damn
so.
cute.
That damn Trey, Bay, Bogey lineup. I'm like, bro, we already bad defensively, bro. You gonna throw these undersized,
Yeah.
bro? That was terrible, bro.
Oh,
And
before
then
I forget-
Murray be fucking with me, man. That man, His attitude, I love his attitude. But bruh, he will have me, he'll go out there, put up 20, 28, 25. I'm like, okay, we got that number 2, maybe number 1 type guy. And then he'll come out the next game, man, and be like
13.
9.
13,
Hey, can I say
7.
something
Hey,
real
look,
quick?
Rashad, he'll be at like 8, but then he'll get the last 6 when the game out of reach.
Every
Let
time.
me tell. Hey, check this out though.
Exactly.
I think you're gonna see DeJounte getting a little bit more pissed off. I can kind of see it last few games. He gonna start popping off. But at the same time, one of our main issues, we had no dogs on this team. Let's say like a Jimmy Butler or something like that. Me and somebody was debating about Jimmy, but I said, boy, Jimmy Butler willed the damn team to the damn championship last year because it's a mindset. We soft. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the chat. We are a soft ass team. That's just point blank. I've been saying it for the last couple. We soft. They just keep on. Because for me, I'm slapping. We fighting in the locker room, man. I'm slapping somebody. Cause we did this is getting ridiculous, man. But I'm just saying, man, that we are soft.
Like,
You know, until we get that win and also that mentality that we're gonna do everything we can to win. Our stars need to do that. Everybody on the team need to do that. Cause I still don't understand this whole makeup of this roster, right? I'm sorry. Everybody else going to get dudes. Somebody, I think Linda posted something. Did Paul George get traded today or something?
nah, people are looking at Zach LaVine, because Zach LaVine said basically the Bulls probably gonna blow it up because Zach LaVine, I mean, DeMar DeRozan don't want to sign an extension because he want to see what direction they going in. Zach
don't blame him.
LaVine still feels some type of way. He got benched. He got benched in 2022. He's still upset about that. He said he don't like the coach.
Mhm.
So now you got all these suitors. Obviously, you know, Bleacher Report gonna use all the, you know, your usual suspects, the Lakers, the Celtics,
Right.
the Sixers. They're all supposed to be keeping an eye on Zach LaVine. And I've seen some Hawk fans say we should get Zach LaVine, but then I'm like,
What?
I mean, how
Why?
does he help us? Look at this. Is he gonna help us defend? That's the first thing. Is he defend? And then you know what they said on Bleacher Report? They say contenders don't think that his game can translate. Because you know, when you play for a contender, Zach LaVine, if he go to say Lakers, Philly, he ain't no number 1 option over there, pimp.
Hell no.
So his game gonna have to adjust. So they will probably be better off going after somebody like a Kuzma, who used to be in a 3 guy, maybe the 4th option, like he was with the Lakers when they went in the bubble. Me personally, I don't want Zach LaVine. That's just me.
No, I don't need. Folks are all Zach. No, he ain't it. I'm sorry. Hey man, look, man. Right now, Embiid a bus.
Hey, he ain't going nowhere, man.
You ain't getting beat now. They rolling now.
He rolling, man. He not going.
Maxey was fucking up, but now they rolling, bro. We ain't getting.
Hell no.
Hey man, I don't know, man. He might say, you know, I don't want to sign. I want out.
Well, maybe after this year, maybe if they go to playoffs and it mess up.
Yeah.
But besides that, nah.
That man having his way right now, man.
Bro,
Yeah, what, 3rd? I think he like number 1 in the league.
Yeah,
man, having his way.
Like, look at this, man. Look at this. This is hilarious. This is this year. Y'all see this? Offensive rating, right? 118.5. Defensive rating, 116.5. That's a net of 2, right? Look at this. So last year, look at the defense, 116. Almost the exact same, 116.3. Well, this is crazy,
But you
bro.
gotta think, DeMar, it's like that because you brought back the same team.
116.5.
You brought back the same team minus John Collins. That's all I'm saying.
So last year that was
this year wasn't the problem.
Look at that. This year is 23rd, 116. That's 23rd. Last year we was 22nd. Man, come on, bro.
Hey man, let me say something about the offense. People keep talking about, well, offense still trash. From what I see. Yeah, I understand all rating and all this other stuff, but for what I see with offense, we should be scoring more. And we hella inefficient. We're not efficient at all from offense.
That's because Trey not scoring. That's why his shooting bad.
I know.
And that's what I try to explain to
It's-
Matt. That's
there's
why
no
that's why we shot
consistency.
so bad beginning of the season last year, because Trey started off bad again. And you know we are a Trey Young dominant team when it comes. He
Yep.
affects all our stats. So I mean,
don't know
look
what we're
how
gonna
bad
do.
look how bad he's shooting. Oh no, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was that's last year's. So let me see. So let's see where we at this year. So this year he down 3 points. Capella down on reboundings. He at 9-8. He Trey up on the dimes. Team stats this year. I mean, what are we good at? We're 10th in field goals made, right? 10th in field goal percentage as a team, shooting 48% as a team.
Free throws.
Yeah, we're good in free throws.
Steals. Top 5 in steals.
Yep.
Points.
Damn, we 26 in defensive rebounding. God dang.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster right there.
Jesus.
Dang.
In defensive boards, but we 6 in offensive boards. That's crazy. So that means right here, you know what that's telling me right here,
Can't
guys?
stop nobody.
You know what this telling me? 26 in defensive rebounding. That means we giving up a lot of second chance opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means if we're not getting the defensive rebound, then that's an offensive rebound for the other team.
Yeah, you see that. I don't know like the exact number, but I think against Philly we gave up like 15 offensive rebounds. They got like 30-some points, 36 points off of it.
Bro, I saw it was one possession where they had 3 in one possession.
Maybe 5. Shit.
Oh,
you remember? I forgot what game was that. When we play, you said when we play fast, we play better. Like I don't understand because we're not giving the defense time to set up.
We don't give them time to get set up. But for some reason, let me tell you the only time we play fast. The only time we play fast is when Jalen Johnson brings the ball down because he doesn't stop and try to set up nothing. When Trey and Murray bring the ball down, they come down. They always got to stop and dribble the fucking ball. It never failed. I'm like, bro, just go straight to the basket. Put some pressure on the defense.
But Damon, check this out though. What was that? 2 games ago where we lost? Where we were running and gunning first half? It didn't matter who was on the floor. I mean, what you're saying is true, yeah, but it didn't matter who was on the floor. But we was running and gunning. But we were playing some defense.
But what we wasn't doing, Foot, was running and gunning. When we was gunning threes. We wasn't going to the basket.
True.
And see, that's what I'm saying. With Jalen Johnson, when he bring the ball down, one, he don't stop. He don't stop.
He been timid every now and then. He just need to go jump over folks, man. Get a foul, bro.
So he don't stop. So when he come down, he put pressure on the defense. Trey and Murray, when they come down, they got to dribble the ball. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to set something up, but they always stop the ball and just start dribbling, looking for, I guess, trying to set up the offense, trying to get these screens or whatnot. But you're giving the defense time to get set. And, I mean, we don't really have a half-court offense. So what's going to happen when we get to the playoffs?
No, man. Hold on, man. No, Quinn's system and all his intricate ball movement and passes and.
Well, you already know what. But Foot, like I told Matt. That's why I told Matt. That's why Quinn. That's why I call him. What do I call him? A playoff loser.
Yeah.
I call him a play. I say he'll put them numbers up for the regular season, but when that game slow down and you got to run some half court shit,
yep.
Because you know playoffs really, if you keep it a buck, playoffs really is a superstar. That's superstar moment because it's hella ISOs, and you need dudes who can get you buckets.
Yeah, like, you need some dogs.
Yeah, like look when every time Miami make they run. Was that just last year? They made they run.
Hell no.
Yeah, when they made that run, Jimmy was getting buckets. On that period. Some of them
he buckets
was hard to get, but he was getting them. So who do we have when that ball slow down? That who get you a bucket?
Nobody right now.
Because Murray, to me, he should be getting to the. Murray should be driving to the basket. I would say probably 7 times a night minimum, driving, attacking the basket. But we don't get that. It's pull up, get to your spot. We know where Murray's spot at, right there at the free throw line, on each side of the free throw line. He gonna pull up. Same thing for Hunter. And what pissed me off about Hunter is he'll give you a flash of that shit and then just stop doing it.
Yeah.
He will go to the basket, finish, and then don't do the shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh.
The first 3 games of the season, he was doing it.
And then it's
Like,
just
he just stopped.
I remember when he went into the post on they had some short dude on him. He took him straight to the post, scored on him.
Right.
I'm like, bro, where's this been at? He ain't done this shit since.
He had Maxi on his back,
Yeah.
and he passed it out. I'm like, bro, no, he shot a
I
fadeaway.
remember that pissed me
He
off.
shot a
bro.
fadeaway, bro. Get the ball and go. And that's the thing that kind of pissed me off, not to talk about him, but John Collins. Like, bro, he'll do the same shit. You'll get the smaller guy, you'll bail him out by shooting a jump shot. Like, bro, come on, man.
I don't know why they do that, man.
Bro, I don't know.
But I'm gonna
man.
go ahead and I'm gonna end in the stream, gang.
All right, folks.
I'm going to the garage. Take my mind off the Hawks. We got a game. Oh, we play tomorrow, don't we? Yup.
Hey,
We got
they're number one. They're number one offense.
We got the Pacers tomorrow, guys.
Number one offense.
And you know what I say? You know what I say? Every watching the first team to 120. When you play us, usually win. The problem is lately we can't even get to 120. That's what, hell,
No, we got number one offense though, bro.
I used to rely on that. Like at least we can score. Now we can't even get to $120. So I mean, hopefully the Pacers be cold tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully they cold.
Pacers is number one offense. Crazy. That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Hopefully that shot off for them boys tomorrow, man. Because I'm gonna say one more thing before we go. Back to playing fast. When we play fast for a majority of the game, we're gonna win.
Facts.
Go back, and I know Rashad was there, maybe Foot was there too, to watch along against the Bucks. We ran them dudes off. They was tired, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to quit, and I kept saying, "Keep pushing."
Ball move, people move. I'm gonna keep saying that.
All of a sudden,
ball movement, people move.
Now we don't push. We don't run like that no more.
Yeah, Foot. That was the game where we had like 6 starters in double figures. That was the Bucks game. The Bucks game.
Yeah, ball movement and people movement is that damn simple. I'm gonna keep.
Homie Xavier said we took them off Hawks team.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's hilarious. So hey, we gonna tap in tomorrow, guys. Make sure y'all tap in. Y'all be here tomorrow, so we gonna have that watch along for the game tomorrow. So y'all come hang out tomorrow, man. Let's hopefully I want to say we should beat these dudes, but listen, I've learned my lesson with these Hawks.
Said, calm down, Damon.
Yeah, I don't know who
going to the garage right now. Get your mind right,
tomorrow, man. Yeah, you got any last words, Rashad and Foot? Y'all got any last words,
man? I'll be to watch along tomorrow.
You got
anything real simple
in the chat.
Salute ball to the chat. Oh, Dwayne P over there talking that shit on Twitter. I bet that was Dwayne P who was on Twitter. I bet that was him, bro. No, go ahead, Foot. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, ball movement, people movement, and stop that help defense crap. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that scheme. Man up, play man. All right, stop over helping. We gotta stop that. Change that scheme. Whoever said the defensive dude is, he needs to stop that bullshit.
All right, gang, and y'all heard it. So I'm gonna put the I'll put the link up tomorrow, man, for a time. We're gonna start to watch along. And I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow, man. Peace, y'all.
All right, see it, everybody.
All right.
Hopefully both know these days come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel
my shit ice cold, Trae Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you